Hi guys, Sinan Shah here, coming to you with another reading. And for the first time in forever, I am back in my reading room again. So yesterday, a friend gifted me a new deck, and I'm really excited. This is the Chakra Wisdom Tarot. And so the first thing that we'll do here is we will pull out 3 cards, if I can get 3 cards for the energy of the reading. Like, what are we going to have here? What is it that we need to know? Yeah, I'm really excited to have this new deck. I didn't expect that, and I love it when I get gifted a new deck. Let's see. Well, okay, well, I wanted 3, but we got 4, so we'll see what happens here. So we got the Devil, the Queen of Cups in reversed, the 4 of Coins, and the Queen of Coins. Okay, so we have here the... this is orange, which is one of the lower chakras, because we have our root and then we have our sacral, which is our orange. And what I'm getting from this is really living. See that light? There we go. Is really living in addictions. And addictions doesn't necessarily always mean drugs and alcohol, but of course it can. But it also means being addicted to emotional stress and trauma, and bringing out generational trauma. Then we have the Queen of Cups in reversed, and cups, you know, so far the cups that have been in the deck have been green for the heart chakra. This one right here is those purple for the crown chakra. And in reverse, you know, I feel that she's really feeling like her love is getting poured out, like she's being wasted. Let's see what it says, the Queen of Cups in reverse for the chakras. Yeah, the feeling that I'm getting from that is that like her love is being poured out, it's getting wasted and thrown to the side, because we have the 4 of Coins right here, which is, you know, somebody holding on to their money and to their pentacles, which next to that is the Queen of Coins. So I really feel that the masculine has left the Queen from the emotional and love portion of things and really went towards the person who has the coins. So the divine masculine has stepped out of the energy of love and spirit and more into the energy of finances and what looks better on paper. So that's what I'm getting with that right here. Let's see what the Queen of Cups reversed looks like. Let's see here. I haven't seen where the queens are set up at yet, so might just take me a second here. There's princesses, knights, the queens, the Queen of Cups. Okay. So the elegant queen owns her realm and is willing to fill her cup with tears if need be. As this summons healing, she brings harmony to disharmony and solace to heartache. She reunites with the vocabulary of emotion and puts the path out of our legacy. The chakra message is someone in your ancestry sacrificed a great deal to ensure your survival. Can you energetically feel into the love of your ancestors that they had for you and your spirit guides? The key words is calmness, being gifted, artistic, dreamer, comfort, tender-hearted, intuition, psychic, and spiritual abilities. Reversed was what she was. She's feeling abandonment, narrow-mindedness, reactionary, intolerance. So I think that it's going with pretty much what I said, that, yeah, she's feeling like she's, abandoned, being poured out, being wasted. Then we have the 4 of Pentacles here, and then the Queen of Pentacles. So I believe that this is representing the divine masculine energy right now. And, you know, what would be considered the third party, only this has been going on for so long that this is no longer the third party. I think that the divine masculine is seeing you as the third party. He's done. He wasted you. He threw you away. And feeling the abandonment of it. Now, is there truth in that? Being done, being thrown away? On the 3D, it could look like that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's exactly what's happening. And so now I'm going to go back to my regular deck here to find out, let's get some clarification on this. What is up with this Queen of Cups in reverse and the masculine with the Queen of Coins? What's up with that? What's up with that energy right there? Can I get some clarification on the energy for this, please? Okay. So the first thing that came out was the 7 of, let me see if I can move this light a little bit so that we don't have to deal with all that. Let's see, there we go. Maybe? Yeah. So we got the 7 of chalices, or the 7 of cups in reverse. And that right there is blindly just grasping at stuff, like confusion. See, at least if it was forward facing, you'd have spirit in there. But when it's backwards, I don't know if you can see really well or not, but he's blind. He's blindly grasping at cups, not making very good choices. There's too many choices to be put in front of him. Let's see, what else did we get? Oh, we got the Tower, of course. And we have the Tower here backwards, which means if it was forward facing, you'd be already in the middle of it, like things would be happening right now. But this has already happened. Whatever has happened between these two, it's done. It's already trashed out, and now we're dealing with the remnants of that. We have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Now what I'm getting for that right there is, like, you see, when it's forward facing, he's like juggling and got the sea behind him right there, you know, and just kind of really trying to keep things in balance. But when it's in reverse like this, you see he's really putting on a show. See, there's people up there watching. Really, pretty much everything that he's doing right now has to do with what it looks like to other people. Like, he is unable to make his own decisions. Like right now, he's making decisions that are ego-based only. And if we remember ego here, there's one of my tiles right there, you know, ego is anger, blame, coldness, pride, jealousy, resentments, denial, victim, stuck, intolerance, separation. And that's really pretty much what the Queen was in too, in reverse. She was in that intolerance and feeling like she's being dropped out, left out. You know, it's the head, it's the voice that's in your head. It's fear. And so I think that those two are still mirroring each other very well then, for that matter. Because if he is really stuck making decisions and choices that seem to look better to other people, because, you know, he's kind of like, with his money, he's playing, you know, he's playing a part right there. And she's playing a victim all the way around. So then we ended up with Judgment in reverse. So they've already came and stood before Judgment. Now they get what their answer is. And you never know exactly what that's going to look like, because that's in divine timing. So what might seem like Tower moments right now may change depending on if a person goes back into spirit and love, and out of egotism and non-trusting. Then we ended up with the 2 of Wands in reverse. And that right there is an indication of waiting for something to come in. So maybe that's you know, what he's biding his time right now with the Queen of Pentacles. It seems like it's the right thing to do right now. It feels good. It's kind of, you know, it doesn't really feel out in the open. Like, let me get some clarification on that Queen of Pentacles. Is this another person? Is this a third party? And if so, is there secretism going on with that? Like, what's going on with this? Because, you know, that 2 of Wands, you know, it really feels like he's waiting for something to come in, waiting for something to happen. So what's going on with this the Queen of Pentacles, this Queen of Coins, please? Can I get some clarification on that, please? What's the masculine waiting for? Okay, just as I thought. So we got the Moon. And so this is absolutely biding time. This is something that he's not putting out there for everybody to know. So he'll probably deny it. He'll probably tell you that he's not seeing anybody, but he's definitely seeing somebody. And it's all around financial bases right now. And there are people who know, you know, there are people who know, but they're all keeping it under wraps. So this is a really secretive situation. But with the with the Two of Wands that could come out, though, because, you know, things have been coming out all week long, you know, confessions come out, and yeah, so he might try to bring that to the forefront here pretty soon. And then what caught my eye here was the Hermit card right there. And again, that is really bringing stuff to the forefront, like saying, yeah, this is what I'm doing now. There seems to be a lot of secretive and anger going on here. Secrets. That's like the feelings that I'm getting around this, and a lot of egos. You know, I went through the dark night of the soul in 2017, in September of 2017, and I had written one of these tiles here that, this one, it was 11/11/17, and it says, I love you more. Squeezing you into my soul was a lesson that I was afraid to learn. I love more. I love hard. I love forever. That is so much different than I trust you to love me hard. I trust you to love me more. I love you to trust me forever. Because that would mean that there is no you or no I. There's only an us. I love us more. Well, I didn't stick with that. And I got thrust back into a whole nother dark night of the soul, which is hence my instability and not really being on my channel very often. And so coming out of that, or coming through it, maybe I'm in the eye of it, I'm not quite sure where I'm at of it right now, but I took that same tile, because I'm going through dark night of the soul, Deuce, part 2, and it's like, you know, I love you is not the same as I trust you to love me. And it says, I could not trust you to love me, but I tried anyways. So I'm wondering if some of these tower moments that are happening right now isn't because I didn't go with the original plan of I love us, or if I was trying to hold on to something, look at that, 4 of Pentacles, trying to hold on to something that was ready to go somewhere else, no matter what. Like, there's nothing that I could have done about it. It just turned into this kind of situation. And there was nothing that I could do about it. It just became an addiction, or stagnant and holding on to stuff. So what's next? So, or actually, let's see. What does the Divine Masculine think around the twin flame connection right now, and what his part in it is? Ooh, whoa. That threw out, didn't it? Okay, let's see. So right now, okay, so what we got here is we got the King of Wands. We got the Fool card. And we got the Six of Wands. So that's a not coming out victorious in a battle, but a battle all the same. See, everybody's all kind of bloodied up there, and you can see the smoke billowing in the background, and yeah, he's coming out of a battle, and he's feeling kind of like a fool, it was a waste of time, is what he's feeling. Is that it was a waste of time, and so he feels like in order for him to get back his space, that he's trying to take some time on his own. But if you see here in reverse, you see that big old snake back there. That's really not looking at his part at all. Like, he really thinks that that the Divine Masculine really feels that they could go off and, I don't know, cheat or steal or lie or whatever, and then when the Divine Feminine eventually reciprocates in that and says, okay, oh, you want to sleep around? I'm going to go sleep with somebody too. Then all of a sudden it's, oh, look at what you did to me. Look at what you did to me. And it's like, wait a minute. You've been doing this whole time. Like, you've been cheating and lying and being sneaky and doing whatever it is that you're doing. And so now, and treating the Divine Feminine like one way or another, like, you know, maybe not texting back, starting to ignore her, you know, spending more time thinking about the Queen of Pentacles over here and keeping that under wraps. But the behavior was starting already. All that abandonment, neglect, ignoring, it had a price, and then now he's only looking at the price that he paid, not for the purchase that he made. Ooh, thank you, Source. That really just did come out like that too. He's only looking at the price that he paid, not at the purchase that he made. So what's next then? What's next for the Divine Feminine? What should she do with this at this point? I'm going to write that down too. Looking just at the price that he paid, not at the purchase that he made. Okay, so we got the Wheel of Fortune here. What else? Let's see here. We have the Six of Swords. And you know, both of these cards, I saw them in the chakra deck as I was shuffling those up. And so I was wondering if those were going to come out or not. Let's see. The Divine Feminine, what's her next move? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so here she is again as the Queen of Cups. Only this time she's forward facing. She's not upside down. And we got the King of Pentacles. So there is a king out there for her. There's somebody else, a soulmate quite possibly, that can make a very good match for her. Somebody who will that's financially available to her. So I guess kind of marrying him. He went off with the Queen of Pentacles to find his stability. Well, it looks like that the King of Pentacles is waiting for the Queen of Cups. What does she have to do though? Is she has to pick up her swords and leave. That's the Five of Swords. Forward facing. Pick up your stuff. Pick up your stuff and walk away. Leave him be. Let him make his choices. He has to live with those. Pack your stuff. You know, your heart, your soul, and go ahead and go for it. Go for the other option, because at the end of the day, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and you know this is right here. The wheel isn't going to go either way. We have guidance on either side directing it, and it's being watched over. You are not having to manifest this. This is something that's already in the works. It is something that has already been a part of the soul contract. And, you know, I just want to make sure that I'm right on this. I want to just pull like maybe 2 cards just to make sure that I'm getting the storyline right. Let's see here. Okay, and then we'll see here at the end here. So yeah, that this is already by divine timing. There's a lot of ego deaths that need to happen right now. And the divine masculine has to go through an entire breakdown, and I don't know what that's going to look like. The divine feminine also has to go through a breakdown. There's a lot of fear and holding on too tight. But if she can just let go and let God basically let things happen, there is somebody out there who does want to love her, who wants to cherish her, who wants to return her phone calls and watch her smile and just, you know, be excited to see her, and little gifts like, you know, I was thinking about you today, you know, here's some flowers I picked, you know, I saw some daisies and I picked some daisies for you real quick, you know, or whatever else. Just, yeah, that I have a real good feeling around this. Is that's a very loving, caring feeling. And the thing is that I don't know that the divine feminine, at least if you're resonating with this story, has actually felt what it feels like to be in love. She thought she was in love, but when she finds out, when she finally comes, when this guy comes to her and like actually starts to like care for her and wonder about her and just be there for her, she's actually going to see what it's like to see when somebody actually has you on their mind all day. And it's not going to compare. And so even though we have our twin flame set up, you know, our coming here is about mirroring each other. Sometimes it is bringing out the worst in each other so that you can heal that and fix that and maybe come back together and bring that energy so that we can all raise collectively. I don't know if all twin flames end up being together, but what I do know is that sometimes soulmates are perfect too. And I have a really good feeling about if the divine feminine can just walk away from the divine masculine's already walked away. He already has somebody else. He doesn't give a shit pretty much anymore. And I don't think that he even really gave a shit in the first place. Like all this argument and fighting that he's doing with you right now is back to that whole thing. Like he wants to look at the price that he paid and not the purchase that he made. He's been purchasing this situation for a really long time. So let it go. Just let it go and go be happy. Get your ducks in a row. Get your poop in a group. Get your shit together. Get it done that way. You know, it's really time for us to come into our heart, and we got ascension is here. We're not even sitting in the 3D anymore. It's not even an option. So if he can't get it together and you guys can't do it together, forgive him for that. Forgive yourself for not being able to hold on. And just walk away. Put it back into the universe's hands. So let's see if these two cards will tell us if we're right with this. We have the Nine of Wands and the Three of Wands. We have the Nine of Wands is in the sacral, and then we have the yellow, which is the solar plex right here. So we're still staying with kind of the lower vibrations here. And let's see what it says in the book for these two. The Three of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so the Nine of Wands. This one right here says, the wands that she holds are on fire, indicating that she is not yet beyond the problems that she's recovering from. While she may soon be ready to move on and forward, it will not be until she puts out the emotional fires that plague her. So having to walk away, like really being able to do that. The chakra message is pushing forward when it is time to stop and heal can create a costly mistake. First, emotionally, then elsewhere. There will be a price to be paid in the future for a decision that is made in the present. You may have a fire to deal with before you can proceed. Will you burn through the obstacles, or will you experience the burden that it leaves? The key words is guardedness, recovery, stamina, patterns. Allow the wand of fire to be taken, or to be the stake that you drive into the ground. Light candles if you can, to stare into the flame. What passion still burns inside you? Can you feel it? What is your next step? Contemplations. Are you willing to stop burning yourself out? So I believe that says exactly what I was going with, is like saying, you know what, hey, don't let that go. Don't burn out on that anymore. You know, put that fire out. Drop it and walk away, because there's good stuff that are coming, you know? Can you feel that? What's your next step? So slow it down, go back into your chakras, go back into your heart space to try to figure out where everything's going with this. Then we have, moving up into our solar plex, the Three of Wands. Let's see where I put some threes at. Okay, the Three of Wands. Okay, she sends her emotional energy into the wand's crystals for manifestation. Her focus is calm the seas of the emotions surrounding her. The stars imply the magic has happened. The spell has been cast. Can you ignite all the wands and allow them to light the way to your destiny? Adjust your internal thermostat in preparation for receiving what you desire. Your future is in your own hands. Direct emotional power discovered in the prior chakras. Harness the transformational energy and the power of the mind without needing the external validations. Do not make any decisions that are overly emotional. Rein in those hasty impulses. The key words is expansion, journey, vision, cooperation, luck, magical thoughts. So yeah, harnessing your inner fire and the key to vision and becoming into reality. So being able to manifest. And right now what's being manifested is you want love. You want connection. And that's coming to you. And an amazing person is ready to be there for you. You just got to let this one go. He has his own path. Let him take it. It's his own karma. We each have our own karma. We're all different people. So let things go. Get excited because things are coming in for you. And hopefully that was a good reading for everybody. Now this is generally where I would say my goodbye is at, but I thought that I had something that I was going to put on the back end of this. But I think that I feel really complete with how this just went out. All clean and natural like that. So yeah, may love and unconditional, or what was it? May ascension and unconditional love be with you. See, I can't even remember what it is that I'm supposed to be saying anymore. It's been so long since I've been in my natural space. You know, I've done some readings, and some of them have gone out, and some of them haven't gone out. And it just, for the whole summer, pretty much, like the last 6 to 9 months, I've been feeling really off. But I think that I'm coming into a space now of clarity, and my energy is starting to, my energy is starting to build back up. I'm not being sucked on. So really, with that being said, I'm really excited for everybody. So let's see what we can do. Let's manifest, ladies. Manifest. And I guess men too, if you're in the feminine energy. Just put that out there. All right. Have a good one, you guys.